Hello, welcome back. We've explored finding our edge and settling into stillness. Now we arrive at the third and perhaps most challenging principle of Yin, time. In a culture that rewards speed, efficiency, and constant productivity, taking time, doing nothing, can feel almost radical. And yet, this is exactly what the deeper layers of the body need in order to open. Today's practice will ask you to stay, to trust the process, to get out of the way and let time do what effort cannot. Come onto all fours and then step your right foot forward and lower your back knee to the mat. Walk your right foot slightly to the outside of the mat to give the hips a little more space and let your hips sink down toward the ground. You can keep your hands on the mat on either side of your foot or rest them on your front thigh. The spine can be upright or you can let it soften forward slightly, following what the body invites. This is Dragon, one of the most powerful hip opening postures in Yin. It targets the hip flexors, the groin, the front of the thigh, and the connective tissues deep in the hip joint. Find your edge, not too intense, not too mild, the Goldilocks position, just right for you today. Let your breath be slow and spacious, inhaling through the nose and a long, easy exhale. Let the hips sink a little more with each out-breath, not forcing, not pushing, just breathing and waiting. The hip flexors are among the most chronically shortened muscles in the body, especially for those of us who sit for much of the day. Dragon is medicine for that holding, but it requires patience. The fascia around the hip joint is dense. It needs time. Stay a little longer. Trust that something is happening, even in the stillness, especially in the stillness. When you feel ready, tuck your back toes and slowly press back into a gentle downward facing dog for a few breaths. And then when this feels complete, shift your hips back into a child's pose. Feel the space that Dragon has created. Perhaps a warmth or openness in the front of the hip, a sense of more room. Rest here. The rebound allows fresh circulation to move back into the tissues that were being gently compressed and stretched. This is where integration happens. The body is still working, and you are simply witnessing it. And slowly prepare to set up on the left side. Left foot forward, right knee down. Find your edge and begin again. Settling into stillness. Notice if there is any place where you can soften muscular effort. Now we just stay quiet and patient, trusting that this extended time allows the deeper layers of the body, the ligaments, joint capsules, and fascia, to be gradually stimulated and nourished. This slow, sustained stress gently encourages collagen and elastin fibers to reorganize, release adhesions, and become more supple. Time is not passive. It's the active ingredient to support healthy fascia, strengthen joints, and support the nervous system. You may notice the intensity shifts as you stay. Perhaps it increases a little as gravity draws you deeper. Perhaps it softens as the tissues begin to yield. Simply observe without judgment. And then return to your breath. Patiently following the ebb and flow of breath. Well done. Slowly press back into downward dog or child's pose for a rebound on this side. And when you are ready, make your way back to a comfortable seat. You have now met all three principles of Yin: finding your edge, settling into stillness, and time. Together they form a complete approach to the Yin practice, one that is gentle, patient, and profoundly effective. Join me in the next session where we'll bring these three principles together and explore the science of what we've been doing, a deeper look at fascia and why this practice creates such lasting change in the body. Thank you for staying. I'll see you in the next one.